Now, Russia's security service says it has established that Ukraine was behind the killing on Saturday of Darya Dugina, daughter of the prominent ultranationalist thinker Alexander Dugin. The FSB says a Ukrainian intelligence agent and her daughter came to Russia in July and rented a flat in Moscow so as to monitor Darya Dugina's movements. They also allegedly attended the fateful patriotic festival outside Moscow, where Darya and her father were guests of honour. She died when her car was torn apart by a bomb on her way back. Ukraine has vehemently denied any involvement. According to the FSB, the mother and daughter have escaped to Estonia. Well, I'm joined now by Sergei Goreshko from BBC Russian. Thanks for joining us. What more is known about what Moscow says on this attack?
Well, that's pretty much all for now. They also have claimed that they've used a car, a Mini Cooper, to follow Darya through Moscow for a month. And they've also left Russia on that car. And that car, allegedly, according to the FSB, had 3 sets of license plates from Kazakhstan, Ukraine and Donetsk People's Republic. And what is actually surprises me that the FSB says that they've left the country on a car with Ukrainian license plates, and they've crossed the border without any problems, and they've done that on a really short notice. So it's been about 24 hours after the assassination itself when the FSB have claimed that they've already solved the case, and at that time they've already left the country on a car with Ukrainian license plates. Well, that's a bit odd, because the FSB should have probably taken down all the measures to prevent anyone crossing the border, especially on a car with Ukrainian license plates. But anyway, that's how it looks now. It's also very surprising that the FSB has managed to solve the case in 24 hours. I don't remember personally any other prominent high-profile assassinations carried out in Russia during the last decade when the FSB would solve the case in less than a day. And that surprises me a lot as well.
Ukraine are denying any involvement here. Would they have a motive to attack either Darya Dugina or her father?
Well, that's actually hard to tell, but in this case it seems quite unlikely that Ukrainians would pick up the target Darya Dugina or even her father. Of course, he is quite a famous ultranationalist. He is well known in Russia and quite well known abroad as well. But if Ukrainian security services really does have agents, so high-class agents in Moscow who are able to operate there and to carry out assassinations using car bombing, they would probably should have picked another target, maybe, because someone from the government or even someone from Kremlin as well. And but in this case, Darya Dugina didn't seem as a target. But anyway, FSB is claiming that exactly her was the target of this assassination, not her father. That they specifically told that this group, well, a woman in her 40s and her 12-year-old daughter, carried out this attack exactly on Darya, not on her prominent ultranationalist father, which is also quite an extraordinary thing.
Who else might be behind this attack, and what is the public reaction to this?
Well, you know, among pro-Kremlin supporters, what we can see on the social media or all over the news, they are urging Kremlin and Ministry of Defense to carry out more attacks on Ukraine and to strike these so-called decision-making centers. We are talking about probably SBU headquarters, Ukrainian intelligence headquarters, some parliamentary buildings in Kiev, probably even the residence of the President of Ukraine in Kiev itself. But it can be looked like a casus belli for them if the Ukrainians are carrying out such attacks in Russia, in Moscow. So in this case, we could probably face an escalation in a conflict, and that's a likely scenario. However, FSB has been telling that they've neutralized or killed or arrested some people from Ukraine, connected with Ukrainian secret services for a month already. The last was last week. They've told that they've killed 2 people who were connected to a Ukrainian battalion Azov, who were planning to carry out an attack in Russia. Russia, and nobody have actually reacted to that much as to the assassination of Darya Dugina. But we know already that President Putin has expressed his condolences to Alexander Dugin, and so this assassination could probably have really long-term consequences.
Okay, Alexander Goreshko, thank you. Sergei Goreshko, sorry, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.